I locked myself in my room until I made $10,000 per month. $10,000 a month. Everyone dreams of that special sexy number. And when I saw, for the first time in my whole life, $10,000 cash in my bank account, it felt absolutely unreal. I had never seen that much money before. If it's the first time we meet, my name is Fred, and I make on average $1,000 a day in profit selling passive online courses and high-ticket coaching programs. And I help ambitious people to do the same by monetizing their passion or interests online. So if you want me to personally teach you how I've made thousands of dollars of profit per day so you can do the same, click the link in the description below. I made a free video which explains everything, and then you can apply to book a free call with me. You won't be talking to a sales rep, you'll be talking to me, and you'll get the chance to join my paid program on that call. I'll be honest with you, everyone dreams of making $10,000 a month, but only a minority actually achieve it. And it's for a reason. Every week, I speak with dozens of people just like you. People who are stuck in a job that they hate, but they just go there because it pays the bills, and also people who are forced to study at university for a degree they don't even care about, just because they've got that societal and parental pressure of, oh, you need to be a good student, a good boy, and get good grades, and so you can get a good degree. So you can just get a good job that pays you $40,000 to $70,000 a year before taxes. That's it, that's all there is to life. Get 2 weeks of vacations a year and then one day die. But even among these highly ambitious individuals I speak with, I notice that most of them are pretty hardworking, smart people. And chances are, you're just like that too. But a lot of the time, they've only been thinking about becoming their own boss or starting a business. They haven't actually taken any concrete action just yet. Or maybe they've tried a couple of things but years in the past. I have quite a surprising story in the sense that I discovered that you could make money online back when I was just about to turn 12 years old. So I was 11. That was over a decade now. So back around 2013, 2014, you've got this kid, me, powering on his laptop and typing how to get rich on Google. And I learned some pretty basic advice. Like for example, I should invest in real estate or in the stock market because that can make me a lot of money. So that's what I thought I'd do, and then one day in my 40s or my 50s, then I'd finally be rich and free, surely. But then one day, I had the idea to go type how to get rich in the YouTube search bar. And that day literally changed my life. I happened to stumble upon a video by an entrepreneur who literally showed his computer screen and explained how he was making over $70,000 to $80,000 a month online. And most of it was profit. And when I saw that, I immediately knew if I could find a way to replicate what he did, I too could make a fuck ton of money. And I would not only get rich, but I would also get rich while I'm young, like in my 30s or even better in my 20s. Because the guy was pretty young. I think he was like late 20s to mid 30s maximum. And so the more I looked into what he was doing, the more I realized that his business model was actually very simple. He was selling online courses on different topics like self-improvement, mindset, and also how to start an affiliate marketing business. And that's when I discovered the best business model ever for people like you and me. Our goal, if you're like me, it's not to work in a corporation for decades and hopefully one day you might get paid a salary of $10,000, even $20,000 a month if we're lucky. Our goal is to make fuck you money. We're talking $10,000, $20,000, even $100,000 a month of pretty passive income, which only requires working 5 to 15 hours a week, and most of it, like 90%, is profit. Something that most people don't even have the intelligence to realize is that what matters the most is the profit you earn, not revenue. Let's take 2 examples. Let's say you made $1 million a month. Now it sounds extremely impressive, wow, it's awesome. But maybe you're only keeping $50,000 a month out of it after all the costs, all the employees, reinvesting the money, etc. And the amount of stress and pressure you've got to deal with every day is insane. You've got so many employees to manage, so many customers to handle. You might be working 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. And then scenario B, there's another guy, he's making $100,000 a month, but 90% of it is profit, meaning he gets to keep $90,000 every month in his pocket. And the best part is, he's only working 1 to 3 hours a day maximum. Which of these 2 guys would you rather be? Would you want the illusion of being more successful, of making more money, of being this big shot, but in reality you're stressed all the fucking time, your dick can't get hard, you hate your life? What's the point? So remember this very carefully. What matters is the profit you earn, not the revenue. And most business models are shit, to be honest with you. If you look online, you're going to find business models like dropshipping. Basically, you're reselling some garbage AliExpress or Wish products on your pretty website for a higher price, and you run ads to your site to get customers. Then there's affiliate marketing, where you're basically eating other people's scraps because you're doing all the hard work for them, selling the product for them, but you're only going to get like 10-20% as a commission. And then there's quote-unquote business models like print on demand, which means that, for example, you put a design on a shirt or a mug, a phone case, whatever, and then people are supposed to buy it, and that's how you make money. And the company only makes and ships the product once somebody buys it on your site. But first, you've got to find people to buy your stuff, which honestly, people who try print on demand never make any money, because unless you are an extremely good, talented artist and you've got a following on social media, nobody's gonna buy your shit. Sorry to break this to you. Business models like dropshipping used to be popular around 2015-2020. You'd see everybody and their mother making videos on YouTube about how to open up a Shopify store and build a dropshipping business. And it's actually one of the very first business models I tried, and that's how I made my first online sale ever. But when you take the time to analyze these business models, dropshipping, print on demand, affiliate marketing, you realize they're shit. They're low profit. 5 to 20% maximum if you get lucky, which means that if you somehow manage to be part of that minority of top 1% people who actually make $10,000 a month, you're only keeping $500 to $2,000 maximum. It's dog shit. You might as well work a job. I mean, you'll work less and you'll make more money. And then to make this business model work, you typically needed expensive ads, which would make your profit margins even thinner. You'd have to deal with manufacturing issues. The item could get out of stock all of a sudden. And then what do? Because you don't own the product. Then there's long delivery times. Your customers would get pissed, they'd want refunds, etc. because they've been waiting for the product for 2 weeks already. And hey, it's gonna arrive 1 week later. And then there's issues with items that needed to be returned because the customer is such a retard, they couldn't even click on the right color when checking out. So it's hell. It's not worth it. If you've only got $200, $1,000, $2,000, you think dropshipping is gonna make you rich, you are delusional as hell. If you wanted to start selling physical products comfortably, you'd need at the bare minimum 5 to 10K in startup capital. And again, I've spoken to literally hundreds of people at this point. People who are ambitious, people who want to have financial freedom, be able to literally travel to the other side of the world on a whim because they've got the money to do so. People who want to retire their whole family. People who want to live an incredibly luxurious lifestyle. Whatever your goal may be. And some of these people, they've invested 20K in business models like dropshipping, Amazon FBA. And guess what? They lost everything. Why? It's not because they didn't work hard enough necessarily, or because they didn't invest enough. Of course not. These people invested like 20K. But it's because they put all that time, all that energy, all that money into the wrong shitty business models. And I mean, if you try to start dropshipping now, or these kinds of business models, affiliate marketing, Amazon FBA, etc., unless you've got a big audience, you won't make any money. That I can guarantee it. So if you want a business model that actually works and prints money, sell passive online courses around your passion or whatever you have an interest around, or sell a high-ticket coaching program. If you want more detail on how to do that, click the first link in the description below. Something else that happens a lot is that people are stuck in research mode. I see this all the time. And even for myself, to be honest with you, I was stuck in research mode for years. Ever since I discovered you could have an online business when I was 11 years old and that you could make money online, that you didn't have to follow this traditional corporate bullshit, where you'd have to show up at 9, leave at 5, spend 2 hours a day stuck in traffic, then go home and you watch TV for 1 hour, then you do it all over again the next day, and that's your life. And maybe if you're lucky, you get 2 weeks of vacations a year, you go on vacation on a budget, like you can't really spend that much money and enjoy yourself. You see the people around you needing like expensive medical bills paid, you can't even pay for them because you're literally struggling to stay afloat yourself, so how could you help your family if you can't even help yourself? And then you're hoping and praying that when you're 60, 65, finally you can retire and now you'll be free because you worked so hard all of your life, you've got some money saved up. This is the path to hell. This is the road to being broke and miserable. So of course, ever since I discovered you could make money online when I was only 11 years old, I literally started to watch every YouTube channel that made content like that, business content. So I would have a notebook and a pen, I'd put my computer in front of my bed, and every single night, I would watch every video I could get my hands on, and I would take so many notes. I'd go on people's websites, analyze what they're doing, what they're selling, how much are they selling it for. I wanted to understand everything, because I was smart enough to understand if I could crack the code I would never ever worry about money ever again, and more than that, I would live an incredible life that 99% of people are dreaming of but will never attain because they're not willing to do what it takes. And it's pretty funny because I have this memory. I would stay up so late to watch these videos, take some notes, and I still had to wake up early, at 6 a.m. or 6:30 a.m. to force myself to take the crowded bus to go to school the next day. And my best friend would often open up WhatsApp the next day, and he would see every time I had last been seen at WhatsApp on 2 a.m. That's because I was literally watching the content, taking some notes. I don't know what I was doing on WhatsApp, but I think I was sending myself messages. You can have a chat with yourself, so I was sending myself video links, ideas that I had, etc. Except that I spent too much time in that research mode. Honestly, my only regret right now is not starting sooner. Because if I had started sooner right now, I could be 10 times wealthier, I'm not kidding. So the longer you wait, understand first, the more and more people are getting started, meaning there's more and more competition, meaning it's getting more and more difficult. So what the hell are you waiting for? Do you want this or don't you? You need to move into action-packed mode. That's it. The other point I really want you to understand is that you can be extremely smart, extremely talented, extremely hardworking, or you can be none of these things. But as long as you're working on the shitty wrong business models that will never make you rich, like dropshipping, affiliate marketing, print on demand, etc., you're going to be broke. If you actually want to make money, even if you want to get rich, like whether you want to make 10k per month to 100k per month, the easiest, the best way to do it is to build up an audience on a social media platform, and then you sell an online course passively, meaning you literally get paid while you're sleeping, while you're out with your girlfriend having dinner. So you're literally spending some money on a dinner, and you get payment notifications telling you you've literally made more than what you spent on the dinner. Like, how insane is that? What kind of insane life is that? And you can have it if you roll up your sleeves and you actually have the balls to do it. And the other thing you can sell is a high-ticket coaching program. By high-ticket coaching program, I don't mean you have to do one-to-one calls. You can if you want, but typically a high-ticket coaching program, it can be an online course with a weekly coaching call as well, with all of your customers. So for this business model, all you've got to do is to make content, then you make the product, and that's it. It should only take you 5 to 15 hours a week max, and that can make you multiple 6, even 7 figures a year. So if you want me to personally teach you how I've made thousands of dollars of profit per day by selling online courses and coaching programs, so you can do the same, click the link in the description below. I've made a free video and you can apply for a free strategy call with me. On this call, you won't be talking to a sales rep, you'll be talking to me. I'll be asking you some questions, and if we're a good fit, I'll make you an offer so you can get the chance to join my paid program. I will literally show you everything I did step by step to build this kind of business and make over 1k a day in profit. So if you're serious about making more money, you want to see a heavy return on your investment, click that goddamn link in the description below. And with that said, I'll see you on the other side.